Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is the word on the street that there is a new beef in town on the streets of Beverly Hills, Erika Jayne has found a new target in her ex-BFF, Dorit Kemsley. So before we dive in, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box below and shop our love collection. With that, let's dive right on in. So we have been hearing rumblings of this for the last couple of weeks that, Dorit and Erika are on the outs. We know that Dorit has been very quiet, very, very quiet. We have heard not a lot from Dorit. There was speculation that she was being quiet because of her, alleged affair with Mauricio, being on the outs with Kyle, all that situation. But let's dive in. Let's dive right in. So, according to Bravos and Cocktails, they are saying that next season expects some of these storylines for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13. Erika is angry with Dorit for not supporting her and condemning her actions and for being a, quote, two-faced, wishy-washy. Let's start that over, guys. She is condemning her actions for being a two-faced, wishy-washy bitch. There are also rumors of Garcelle's son cheating on her daughter-in-law, and Garcelle was filming for another Bravo show earlier this year. So, that last part, we know it. Garcelle was filming Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump Rules, the whole situation with her son Oliver. That's for another video. Let's dissect that first part. Next season, expect some of these storylines. Erika is angry with Dorit for not supporting her and condemning her actions as, again, two-faced, wishy-washy B-word. Okay. Now, here is the reason why I think there might be some truth to this part of the blind item, right? We already know the second part is true. Let me break down why I think this is true. First, let me show you where I think the moment that Erika decided to go against Dorit. This is the moment. So this is from the season finale. And this is after, Erika and Lisa Rinna are exposed. Again, everything is alleged and rumored. But this is right after Erika and Lisa Rinna are exposed for having Erika's publicist leak all of the alleged Kathy Hilton meltdown aspirin rumors. They're basically exposed. They're called out. They showed up to the party acting like the cat that got the cream. And they quickly left very deflated when their antics were called out as being fraudulent and the liars that they were. Now, Dorit did not leave with them. Dorit did not defend them. Dorit was staying pretty neutral, except for when she said to Kyle, hey, you really shouldn't have brought this up. And then Kyle gets up to give her earrings back. And then she's like, oh, I'm trying to help her. To me, that was Dorit trying to save herself, but too little too late. She was really signaling to Erika and Lisa Rinna, oh, I'm still on your side. I'm telling Kyle that she shouldn't have brought it up. But by the time she said that, by the time she inserted herself, it was way too little too late. She clearly just sat there and said nothing, right? But once they leave, this is what she says once they're gone. She goes, I know that they're close, so it just becomes this whole group and sides. 1 second, you guys. I'm going to take the banner down. Okay. She says, I know that they're close, so it just becomes this whole group and sides. and this and that. And you're no different. She's talking to like Garcelle and Sutton and them. And then she goes, I like standing on my own island. This is where I think Erika and Lisa Rinna, because we know that they're always in cahoots, was like, it's time to take Dorit out. You know how Lisa Rinna was alleging that Kathy Hilton was saying something about Dorit being like an idiot and useless and all this stuff? I still think that is Lisa Rinna projecting what she thinks about Dorit, that Dorit's kind of an idiot and she's useless and she doesn't do anything, because Dorit really has remained, I'll say neutral, but I don't think it's actually neutral in a way where she's trying to be diplomatic. I think she's remained quiet because she does not want to get into the mess. She does not want any of her own stuff exposed. She still wants the protection of Erika and Rinna, but she doesn't want to get her hands dirty the way that Erika and Rinna get their hands dirty. She still wants to be friends with Kyle because it gives her cover and protection on the show, but she's not actually really Kyle's friend. As we saw in Aspen, she really turned her back on Kyle. She chose Erika over her, and with the Mauricio cheating rumors, whether they're true or not, that just can't feel good, right? So Dorit kind of has really straddled the fence, trying to cover herself. She hasn't really been a friend to anyone. She's just trying to not get exposed herself. I think when Lisa Rinna and Erika saw this, they're like, okay, it's really time to take out idiot, useless Dorit. Those are not my words. Those are Lisa Rinna's words, okay? Now, let's see the evidence that supports this. Number one, we got that whole leaked story of allegedly Dorit and PK's secret past with Diana Jenkins, because PK had that whole $5 million loan with Barclays UK. We all know that Diana Jenkins' ex-husband was a big shot at Barclays UK, like a president, an executive. And they were trying to say, oh, this is some big, dark, secret past that they have. And allegedly that leak came from Erika Girardi's camp. Like, we knew about PK's bankruptcy. We knew about his alleged fraudulent behavior and all of that. We also knew about Erika Jenkins, Diana Jenkins' ex-husband and all of his stuff and all of his problems. But nobody ever connected PK and Dorit to that until a couple of weeks ago that got leaked out, right? I will link a video that we already did on that because, again, I think that was a false linkage. There's two men at Barclays with the last name of Jenkins. And the one that was dealing with PK and Dorit's bankruptcy and loan was different than Diana's husband or ex-husband, Roger Jenkins. I'll link to that video because that does a deeper dive into it if you want more information on that. But what I'm saying is that I don't think it's a coincidence that Erika and Dorit seem to have a falling out, and then all of a sudden it's leaked out that there's this alleged connection between Dorit and PK's bankruptcy and fraud cases and all of that situation, along with Diana Jenkins and her ex-husband. Okay. Next up. Oh, actually, before I move to the next thing, also, let's talk about Aspen and the veiled threats, okay? Then I'll move into the next thing. So Aspen and the veiled threats. We all know that Erika did a very veiled threat to Dorit when Kyle had kind of checked Erika for the first time about the earrings and about the victims and all of that. We all remember that meltdown. Now, Erika made it very clear. I would hate for this to happen to one of you guys. I would hate for you guys to be in my position. Basically being like, I know the crap you guys have going on in your closets. I know where the bodies are buried. I know what the skeletons are. You keep pushing me. You keep coming after me, then I'm going to expose you, right? Erika said that to Dorit. Dorit fell in line. She picked Erika over Kyle. She packed up Erika's stuff, moved it to the hotel room. She spent the next day coddling Erika, skipped Kyle's hat event, They got in this huge fight. She clearly picked Erika over Kyle. Again, not so much because I think that Dorit has a true friendship with either one, but because I think she was more scared of Erika exposing her than she was scared of Kyle exposing her, if that makes sense. Now, they've also repeatedly said, they were at the chocolate factory, whatever that chocolate place was that they went to for Crystal's birthday gift. And then Erika also talking to Diana at Crystal's birthday, being like, well, we're going to talk about other people. If people are going to talk about Erika, everybody's going to be talked about. Sure, they were talking about Kathy, but the root of that is if you guys keep talking about me, it's time that I'm going to start talking about you. And that could apply to anyone, right? That could apply to anyone. So, this is why I think that there may be some truth to this. The second is in the trailer for the upcoming reunion. Do you guys remember when Erika told the story about PK? Well, she calls him Paul Kemsley, right? She's like, oh, this. It was way before he met Dorit, but me and my friend were out, and this guy comes up to us, and he's like, hey, do you guys work in the P word porn? Do you guys work in porn? She didn't say the P word. That was me trying to clean it up, but let's just call a thing a thing. Oh, do you guys work in porn? And me and my friend laughed, and it was Paul Kemsley. And then Dorit was kind of really, you could tell Dorit was really pissed, and she was just like, oh, I don't think I've ever heard that, or like, I don't remember that. And to me, that is proving that the cracks are showing, because you have to really think about, why do people say the things they do? That is really taking shots at Dorit and PK. Number one, are you saying that PK was out there looking for sex workers? Was he looking for sex? You know what I mean? Like, if he's coming up to women that he allegedly don't know, and he's asking them if they are in the, sex work industry, why is he asking that? That's really trying to malign PK. That's really trying to start rumors. That's really starting to plant stuff out there. And then are you alluding to the fact that maybe Dorit might be into sex work? We all talk about Lisa Rinna being in room 20 in the room 23 book, and that allegedly was like a high class prostitution ring that Diana Jenkins and other people in high power positions ran. So it's really not that far fetched. We always talk about Erika Jayne being a stripper and how she met Tom Girardi, and how people would say, oh, she's only marrying for money. It's transactional sex for money, So it's actually not that far fetched to be like, well, what's Dorit's history? What's Dorit's past? Has she done transactional sex for money? What is that all about? So it's honestly not that far fetched to plant that seed, to plant the narrative that, hey, PK was out there looking for sex workers. He ends up with Dorit. Like, you really have to think about why they say the things they say. And Erika made it very, very clear to us, the audience, to her castmates, and allegedly even to producers. You keep talking about me and Girardi in our fraud cases, then we're gonna start talking about everybody else's stuff. We're gonna start talking about everybody else's fraud cases, X, Y, and Z. So I think this might, really showcase that there is now this divide between Erika and Rinna and Dorit. Okay. Oof, you guys, that was a doozy. That was a doozy. That was a doozy. But what do you guys think? Do you think that, do you believe this blind item where it's saying that, next season Erika's going to be pissed off at Dorit for not supporting her? We all know that Erika is kind of delusional and thinks that people are supposed to blindly support her when there are victims out there. Do you think she's mad at Dorit for kind of straddling the fence? Do you think she's really pissed at Dorit for this last comment? I like standing on my own island. I think that they probably were like, okay, Dorit, you want to stand on your own island? Well, you're about to really see what that looks like. You're really about to experience being on an island by yourself. Because if you think about it, Dorit really only had Erika's back when she was threatened. Other than that, she sat there with her mouth shut because she wanted their protection, but she did not want to get her hands dirty like them. Ooh, I don't know what you guys think. Put it down in the comment box below. Do you think that next season, if Erika and Dorit both come back, do you think that this will be a new feud? Apparently, everyone's feuding. Apparently, Kyle's feuding with Lisa Rinna. Erika is feuding with Dorit. Or do you think, no, this is just another way of the Foxful 4 trying to lie and create things because they know that they have to break up the full Fox 4? And this is just them creating another fake storyline in order to appear as if they're not still working together. Put it down in the chat box below. So with that, you guys, I love you. And like the video, subscribe to my channel, check out the description box, and shop the Love collection. With that, bye!
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!